Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really exciting palette I want to show you guys. This is by far the most creative packaging I've ever seen. So I'm going to show you guys what they sent me. I will be creating a look for the first time with this palette. This is it right here. This is like the coolest concept ever. Like, who wouldn't want to buy a burger palette? This is what it looks like on the inside. I think it's so cute. I think I put this on my Instagram story. Whoever thought of putting this paper, like wrapping the palette in this paper, was so clever, because whenever you get burgers, they're always wrapped in some sort of like paper like this. So I thought that was really cute. It's not flat, it's like a dome, which I think they like that just like blew my mind. I've never seen a palette that wasn't flat. I think this is the first palette that is actually like kind of squishy. The material is pleather. It's pleather, like fake leather. I just think it's really, really cool. And when you open it up, where the colors are, you can see it has like a burger patty, lettuce, and this right here, I don't know why it took me so long to figure out, but this is a piece of cheese. I was like, why did they put a yellow square? And I was like, oh my god, it's cheese. It's a really, really colorful palette. This one is bacon, sweet potato fries, cheddar, red onions, avocado, blue cheese, tomatoes, mustard, pickles, all the condiments that you put inside of a burger. That's what they're named after. The shade right here is like calling my name. I'm gonna swatch it first. Oh my god, can you see that? It's like a foil, it's not like a regular shimmer. Okay, I'm gonna do blue cheese. Oh, they're really creamy. I'm gonna swatch one matte just so you guys can see what the mattes look like. So I'm gonna swatch ketchup. Oh, like, look at those colors. So first things first, I'm gonna add some base. And I do this because of right before I do my eyeshadow, because if you let your base sit too long, it can get really, really dry. Okay, so we have our base on. I'm gonna go in with a really, really loud color. I'm going with this bright shade Tomatoes. I'm gonna be careful. So we're gonna start just working it in with this fluffy brush. And right away you can see that it's super bright. I think I made a mistake, but oh well, there's no going back now. So I'm just working it in the crease. We're just kind of keeping it concentrated right now. We're not gonna buff it out yet. Okay, I look insane, but just trust me. We're gonna go in with another fluffy brush, a clean fluffy brush, and we're gonna blend that out with this one. So it's about half the size of the one I just used. Right where your base meets the eyeshadow, you wanna just go back and forth at the beginning and then kind of do little circles. Okay, so now that we have that shade blended out, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a deeper shade, and the shade I'm gonna be picking up is a barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna start in the outer V kind of area, just barely tapping it in, right where you can feel that like indentation in your eye. Now that we have that color a little bit placed where we kind of want it, we're gonna go back in with our little brush and we're gonna blend out the edges. That way it doesn't look all harsh. And again, keeping those motions really, really tight and not all over the place. And these shadows actually blend really easily. I'm not even trying too hard. Now I'm going to go in with an even deeper shade. This is Red Onions in the palette, this one right here. With a little bit of a smaller brush. Put some of that on my brush. I'm just stamping it in the crease area, starting from like the outer V and bringing it in. So now I'm going to go in with a flat synthetic brush, and I'm going to take a light concealer. Really doesn't matter what concealer you use, but if it's too thick, especially if you're not used to cutting the crease, it could be a little difficult because the thicker concealers skip on the eye. One that's a little thinner will work better because it'll slide across the eye a lot better. Lay your pinky down for stability and then place your brush flat on the eye and run it across that way. Try it. I just think it's a little easier that way, but helps if your mirror is below your face so that you can look down and cut your crease that way. Trust me, it makes a world of a difference. We got the hardest part out of the way. Now what we're gonna do, like literally where the eyeshadow and the concealer meet, that's where I'm going to tap. And you're gonna slowly start to see that line, those really, really harsh lines kind of start to blend out. So I took barbecue sauce, the shade down here is like a brownie maroon kind of shade, and I just tapped a tiny bit, you don't need a lot, on the brush. And I'm going to start in the outer V and really make sure you don't have too much product on there, and we're just gonna go like zigzag motions on the end of the concealer, just like that. For the lid, I actually went in with blue cheese and cheddar. Something that I found out was that these colors are extremely like creamy, so it's difficult to get them on a brush and put them on your eye. So what I did, I had to go in with my fingers and put them on that way. It works really good with your fingers. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner really quick and then we'll move on to lashes. Lashes make the world of a difference. I love a really big dramatic lash. Okay, so now that we have that on, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base really quick. I'm gonna take my Super Stay foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. It's by Maybelline. I don't know if I said that, but it's by Maybelline. I'm gonna take just one pump. This foundation is literally my go-to. One pump will get my entire face covered. When I'm feeling really extra, I'll go on with 2 pumps. But for today, especially when I film, because I just don't feel like it's necessary, because honestly you guys, it is 11:26 at night and I'm just gonna end up washing all of this off and going to sleep. This is strictly for YouTube. Although this is a ton of makeup, I could like bring it up like 5 more notches. This foundation is so like full coverage. I don't even need concealer, but I do go on with concealer strictly for highlighting purposes and just putting some dimension in the face. And I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Natural. This is like my go-to concealer because it doesn't crease at all. And I'm using the Crayon Case Chalk Dust powder in, what is this, S. And I always go in first with the under eye area because that's the area that's going to crease first. Okay, and I kind of roughly just put it on there. I'm not going to leave it like this, but what I will do in the meantime, while I have this powder sitting on my face, because I am on the oily side throughout the day, my makeup gets oily, so I have to go in with the powder. If you're an oily girl like me, you understand. It's not that I want to have this much powder on my face, it's just that I need it. So while that sits on my face, I'm going to take my Fenty bronzer and we're going to bronze the face up. It's a very warm shade and that's what I like to like contour / warm up the face. I never was a fan of like the cool tone contour situation because in real life I just don't think it looks natural at all. Obviously there's nothing natural looking on my face, but putting gray, like straight up gray on your face, no, I'm not doing that. Make sure you get all that extra powder off. So I know this is kind of a little back and forth, but this is just how I do my makeup. I'm actually gonna go back to the eyes. Reason why is because I wanted to make sure I got that concealer up underneath my eyes, the powder, everything, before I work on the bottom lash line, because sometimes it can kind of get covered up with concealer. I don't know, this is just how I do it. I'm gonna take some barbecue sauce and I'm gonna buff that up underneath the eye. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're actually going to do our highlighter. And which one should I use? I don't have my go-to on hand right now, which is the Wet n Wild Crown of My Canopy or some crap like that. I can't remember, but I'll link it down below. It's like the best highlighter and it's like $5 if that at like the drugstore. But we'll be a little bougie today and we're gonna go on with the Ombre Lip Anastasia Beverly Hills one, which is still really good, but it's a lot more expensive, just saying. A little trick to make sure that it pops the maximum amount. You spray your face a little bit. That was a lot. Okay, whatever. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. And I actually started using eyeshadow brushes to apply my highlighter because it's more precise and you could pack it on a lot better. I couldn't resist. Even though I love my drugstore highlighter, I couldn't resist getting this because Ombre is like the queen of highlight. So here I am. Okay, that's a lot, but that's what I do. Highlight and Cupid's bow. Okay, that's like too much. Is that too much? I know it looks really weird right now, but once you put the lipstick on or whatever you want to put on, it's going to make your lip look really defined up here. I'm going in with NYX Cosmetics Brown Lip Liner. We want to blend that out, okay? So we're going to take a brush. And you see where the lip liner is? While it's still a little fresh, don't let it sit too long. You're gonna take just any brush, any small brush, it doesn't even matter. You're going to kind of pull that to the center of the lip. You're gonna see it not look so damn harsh. Don't get me wrong, I like a little chola lip sometimes. Like the contrast between the brown and like a lip gloss, I think it's cute, but it's not for everybody. So if you don't want to have that look, definitely try this. So for the most part, it's a little more diffused. I'm gonna keep that line in the center. It's gonna make your lips look bigger. Trust me, try it, it works. Now I'm gonna go in with one of my favorite matte liquid lipsticks to use when I'm doing this type of lip, and I want it to be really, really matte. I'm gonna take this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lip in stripped. Stripped, I don't know, one or the other. Stripped, I think it's stripped. And this is my trick to a perfect ombre lip, no matter what combination you're doing. So you take your liquid lip, just like that. Same thing on the top. Okay, start off with a bit at a time, and then you're gonna take any small fluffy brush about the size of your lip. You're gonna just pat before it dries, obviously, and you use a brush to blend it out, and you want to key it in the center. And that's how I get my nude lip. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys learned something maybe. And I have not done a tutorial on my YouTube channel in so long, and so I'm like getting used to everything again. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Also, make sure you're following me on my Instagram. I've started doing a lot of those mini makeup tutorials on my Instagram. So if you haven't seen those already, make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's just Kimventura now. It's no longer Kimventura 96. So make sure you're following the right one. And as far as the palette goes, I definitely loved it. The only downside of it is that I did point out earlier in the video that you had to use your fingers for those shimmery shades, but overall this palette is seriously amazing, and I give it 10 out of 10 for creativity, and the pigmentation of these eyeshadows are truly amazing. I really hope to see you guys again in my next tutorial or in my next video, vlog, whatever it is that I post next. And of course, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll put the button right here. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.